Hi, I'm going to start documenting the story now so that I can share it one day and help somebody because it's been really hard to find information on this. And I want to be able to put this out here once I have more information. So, long story short, let's go to the beginning. I am pregnant with our second child. I am 23 weeks pregnant right now. And I have A negative blood type. So if you don't know much about that, it's an Rh factor in your blood. It's a protein. You either have it or you don't have it. Most people have, A, B, or O positive blood. That means that you do have this Rh protein. If you have a negative blood type, then you have Rh negative. You don't have this protein. So I'm A negative. I don't have the protein, which normally doesn't really matter, doesn't affect your health at all. In pregnancy, it can matter because if you're growing a baby that has the protein, so their blood is A, B, or O positive, if their blood comes into contact with your blood, your body might view it as a threat because you don't have that protein and may start attacking it. Now, for most of the case, this is not an issue. With first pregnancies, it's usually not much of a concern because there's very little reason that the baby's blood would come in contact with your blood. And they have a really great remedy for this now. So you get a RhoGAM shot during your first pregnancy, and they give it to you if you have any miscarriages to sort of stop your body from possibly making the antibodies that would attack this protein in a fetus. So with that said, it's really rare that it would be a problem because they've got a great solution for it. However, when I became pregnant with Leo, little Leo is who I'm pregnant with right now, my first blood draw detected a very small amount of antibodies, meaning that my body at some point, either from birth of my daughter or my miscarriage a couple months prior, came in contact with the protein blood and from either my daughter or my miscarriage, and my body started making the antibodies. Now, the first blood draw, the antibodies were so few that they weren't even measurable. So my doctor wasn't too concerned about it, but she said, we're just going to keep taking your blood every time you're here until I don't see that anymore. So next time, same thing. They still found it, but it was very small. And then my last appointment, they took my blood, they found it, and it was measurable, meaning the antibodies were growing. Now, the problem with this is if the antibodies are growing, it means there's a good potential that my blood could start attacking the baby's red blood cells because they're viewing it as a threat. And this is obviously very dangerous. It can affect the baby in really negative ways, or it could basically not be really messing with them at all. So it's really hard to tell. Most resources, when I've been looking this up, are like, here's what could happen if you make the antibodies. And they have basically the last 3 minutes, what I just explained is most of the article. And then they're like, but RhoGAM works, so it's not really an issue anymore. And it just kind of stops there. There's not a ton of information for people like me where your body is already making the antibodies. So what do you do now? So my doctor, because of the blood work from my last appointment, referred me to a high-risk OB, and I have my first appointment in about 2 hours from now. So that's why I wanted to start recording this now and just share the full extent of sort of the play-by-play of where we're currently at. So right now, all I do know is that my body is making the antibodies. I don't know how or if that's affecting baby Leo at the moment. So I'm hoping that at my appointment, we'll do an ultrasound and see if his blood cells are being attacked, and then we make a game plan going forward. There's a lot of speculation on the internet as far as what this means, but I don't really want to put that out there yet because I have no idea for me personally until I have this appointment what is happening. So I will make another video after the appointment explaining what I learned and what is going on for us and what the treatment is going to look like. But all I know right now is I'm making the antibodies. It seems that once your body starts making them, there's no way to stop. So at this point, it's watching the baby, seeing how they're doing, and then possibly treating them with different methods if they're being affected. So I will update after the appointment. That's what I know for now. Thanks for watching.